and I'm giving this a shot. This is a new playthrough with an all-new computer, so mind if my microphone sounds a little different. It's been a little trouble trying to get it where I want it to be, but hopefully this is the run that works for me. I'm doing the Somnium Files. So let's go. Blech. So, the Somnium Files is made by the creators of Zero Time Dilemma, Virtue's Last Reward, and 999. This is kind of the middle ground game between those games and now the new recent 100 line that was also made with the guy who created Danganronpa and Raincoat. So I'm pretty familiar with their setup, and I'm curious how this is going to go with everybody else in case you haven't seen Somnium Files yet. It is a visual novel, so my input's going to be kind of hit and miss here and there, but I will explain things as I go. What I will say is the characters and the story really drive this home. There's a lot of weird, unique things that you can find in the game that can enhance the experience or make it more fun or jokey, because it kind of straddles the line between being a very base and crude game and one that's very just funny versus one that's very dark and disturbing, as we'll see in some of the imagery here. But it also kind of goes Phoenix Wright investigation style and visual novel stuff with full voice acting. And then the Somniums. So I will show off the tutorial Somnium as well. And that should give you a gauge for what the game is and whether this is the sort of thing you would enjoy. Because I'm going to be going full bore into this. It'll be this game. It'll be the newest one called No Sleep for Kaname Date, which comes out next month. So I won't beat this by that time at all. I'm imagining it's going to take like 40, 50, 60 episodes for one game. And then Nirvana Initiative. So we're going to be at Somnium Files for the ringer for a long while. But that should be fun. And I've got the settings how I want them. And we just go. As stated before, I'm using a new computer. It's kind of an upgraded Acer Nitro as opposed to a Predator, which I was using. So my hope is that I've gotten my microphone to sound somewhere close to what it used to be, because the last couple of times it wasn't. So yeah, between this and doing podcasts again, it's going to be a mixed bag to kind of get the EQ right, because that's what's really made the difference. But I won't know until we get to it. But for now, we're just playing for funsies. This camera is just bleh. Oh. Oh no, that's bad. Ugh. Yeah, that's the kind of game we're in today. And yes, it is a missing eyeball. So my goal with this is to try and figure out how to kind of avoid breathy noises and whatnot into my microphone. Because it used to not get picked up so much, but with this new computer it is for some reason. But that may not be the case during gameplay. We'll see. Bloom Park. Main goal with investigations spots is to talk to people enough to get enough information and hints to go about the story. There are a lot of things that are extra, and I do mean a lot. For instance, when we get to the boss, her office is just littered with junk, and you can kind of look at every little piece and every little thing. The Somniums are also the same way. You can actually check different things in the Somnium, though that's more of a risk in that setting.
Are you serious? You're Special Agent Kaname Date. You're a member of Abyss, and that means you answer to me. I called you here to inspect the scene, Date.
Sure, boss. But inspecting dead bodies isn't usually part of the job.
Usually, no. But tonight it is. Because you know this woman, don't you, Date? I had to tell you. You deserve to know. Not yet. We just found the victim. Too early to say anything for sure. But this could be a copycat killer at work. From the case 6 years ago.
The case 6 years ago?
Whatever reason, she didn't elaborate. Case 6 years ago? And I'm not going to voice act every little popping thought, but here and there, if it moves the plot along, I will. Obviously, I'll stop whenever I need to explain things.
Metro got a call about 2 hours ago. Someone heard screaming coming from the park. Beat cop responded, checked out the scene.
And found the corpse.
Yeah. Thing is, the caller was anonymous. I'll give you the details later. Her name's Nadami Shoko. You knew her, right? What was the relationship like? I heard you two have been close for years.
I wouldn't say that. We were just acquaintances.
Not too good, unfortunately. You're not finding much.
This guy has a running gag where nobody remembers his name. It's Kagami. But
Not yet, sir.
it's some running joke. I don't know why.
It's my duty, sir. Thank you.
So, yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different things to check. Some of them are useful, some of them are not. By and large, I know my way around this part of the game because I've done it twice already. Monty's mounted on one of the horses. I should get a better look.
Sorry, sir. Could you please not get any closer? We haven't taken any footprints yet. I appreciate your understanding.
Allow me to assist you.
Yay! Aiba's great. If you're wondering why this game works so well, it's Aiba, Kaname Date, and Mizuki, and the boss. Like, a lot of characters are great. An eye for an eye. So yes, she lives in his eyeball, and she's great.
You want me to use the zoom, right?
Correct. That will allow you to investigate without physically disturbing the scene.
Also, she's voiced by Erica Harlocker, who was Anne in Persona 5. So, if anybody recognizes her voice, that's why. See, if I remember right, Dante is voiced by Greg Chun, who was sung in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and like oh god, was he Adam or was he Eve in Nier Automata? And then the dude in the Academia in Refantasio. As far as the boss, Lager Clark, Mitsuru from the Persona 3 Reload. So, got all those people. I know my voice actors, and they do a very good job in this. So I don't need to worry about the voice acting bit. Anyway, let's deal with this eyeball situation.
The left eye socket is vacant. Victim has had her left eyeball removed.
Ew.
Left eye.
The most likely scenario is that the killer or killers removed it.
Well, we don't know that for sure. A crow or some other animal could have pulled it off the corpse.
Impossible. The amount of blood indicates that the victim's eye was removed before her death.
They carved it out while she was still alive?
God.
Correct. The eyeball has also not been recovered from the scene.
So the killer took it with them.
That is highly likely.
Why would they do that?
I believe answering those kinds of questions is your job, Special Agent Date.
So yes, Aiba and Date have this kind of like begrudging
I am detecting
understanding.
signs of stress in your body. Cortisol and ACTH concentration is rising.
Don't bug me with jargon right now, alright? I'm just upset. I knew her.
I know. Remember that I also saw her several times. Though it has been quite some time since we last saw her.
I can't look at her face anymore.
Pupil dilation and corneal turbidity indicate the victim is dead. Multiple puncture wounds to the front of the torso. Cause of death, blood loss from these wounds. Body temperature and rigor mortis indicate the time of death was approximately 6 hours ago. That would place the crime occurring around 5 p.m.
It's puncture wounds, with no cuts or tears. That
He was
means
probably stabbed with something pointed and smooth, like an ice pick. What was that?
Analyzing the source of the sound. Sonic analysis indicates the sound originated from inside the merry-go-round's central column.
Inside the column?
Date, use me to see through the column. Utilize the X-ray mode.
cool. Let's do it. Also, say hello to the best character of this franchise.
It appears as though someone is inside.
Though, I threw my umbrella down and ran.
Hey, wait!
Shut up! Official police business. Let's go.
Hey, I know you're in there. If you can hear me, say something.
Found a small handle on the column. Grabbed it hard and tried to pull it open.
It won't budge.
It may be locked from the inside.
Damn it. Hey, whoever's in there, stay back.
Man, they upgraded guns while I wasn't checking. Ugh.
Izuki.
So, yeah, there's a lot to talk about with this game. Let's get to the second style of gameplay here. Well, there's actually three. One is the investigation stuff, as you saw. Next is the Somnium, which we're going to get to now. And third is the worst bit, quick time events. And they're awful. They're littered throughout the game, and they suck. But everything else about this game is good. But, like I said, the tone can sometimes veer in strange ways. So I will prepare you. Just keep your mind open to what you're about to see. Because it can get goofy and weird.
What is this place?
This is your dream.
I'm me.
Correct. You are Date.
Uh-huh. I don't know. What kind of dance is that?
I can answer all of your queries.
All right then.
Who are you?
And why are you dancing like that?
I know that voice. Iba?
Indeed.
Damn.
Why do you look like a fluorescent shrimp?
A what?
What are you talking about? I must look so cute that you've lost your mind.
I mean,
Under normal circumstances, I would lecture you about your awful taste, but
What are you doing in my dream?
you called me. My consciousness and your own are linked. This is why I appear in your dreams. Consider me an alter ego. But I shouldn't waste time explaining further. You will have forgotten this by the time you wake up. I will discuss this with you soon, when you're awake.
I'm trying to sort out my situation, but my brain isn't cooperating. Must be because I'm sleeping right now. So things I should know, I can't remember. My head's all fuzzy. Not my usual self. It's like I'm inside someone else's head. What a strange feeling.
Putting that aside, do you recognize this room?
No, not at all.
I suppose that's fine. Let us begin.
Begin what?
Somnium scan! Activate!
Yay!
Got it.
Got what?
I have completed a scan of your Somnium, your dream world. My simulations have encountered several mental locks.
Mental locks?
Have you already forgotten? Even your critical thinking abilities have dulled.
Huh?
In short, Somnium is a world built from the deepest recesses of your consciousness. This world is divided into several layers. Each layer stands upon a foundation, a base component. Think of these foundations as mental blocks, or simply locks for convenience. Mental locks must be broken before we can proceed deeper into consciousness. The truth is always hidden within the deepest layers. Therefore, we must...
remove the mental locks?
Correct.
So I just need to turn on all the lights and open the door? Shouldn't be too hard.
Don't be so sure. Appearances in this world can be deceiving. Let's start with the door. Please direct me to the door and give me instructions.
I see. So I can do whatever I want with you in this world.
Date?
I suppose that is true, but...
Alright, let's do this.
So, the way this is going to work is you can direct Aiba to different spots in the area. It's a bit of a puzzle. You have to kind of figure out which of these things and how much time you have, because you only have 6 minutes to get through it all. And if you don't, you have to restart either from a checkpoint or from the beginning. I have a guide that tells me what I can do. This one, at the very least, is not timed, so that's going to be easy. But this is the same like with the investigation phase. There's a lot of stuff you can check and a lot of stuff that it can be a distraction. So I'm going to play it mostly straight. But be aware, if you want to mess around, you have a lot of stuff you can check and a lot of things that, by and large, excuse me, add a lot more comedy to the proceedings. But for now, I'm just going to play it straight. But yeah, as you can see, the door is the only thing that's open now.
A door locked with a padlock. It appears all I have to do is open this door. I can't touch it. That is to be expected. Dreams are not bound by logic. This is Date's Somnium, a reality built by dreams.
My Somnium?
I see. Your mental faculties must be hazy because your body is currently sleeping. I suppose I will have to explain.
I'd rather you not disturb my precious sleep.
Shut up and listen! Date, look at that. The places where the light touches have become colored. Perhaps those parts are now tangible. Every human mind is unique. Every human dream has its own set of rules.
I see.
If you understand these rules, the dream world itself becomes malleable. Who was that?
I don't know.
You must know. This is your dream. It is created from your memories.
I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea who that was.
You may remember upon reflection.
I need to give you commands that will unlock the mental locks, right?
Indeed, but it is difficult to predict exactly how an object will behave in Somnium. Think outside the box. Trying different actions will help solve the problem.
Now, what should I have you do?
Don't forget that I have a veto.
Sorry. Trying to get back to what I had here. I'm checking if my stuff is... There we go. And sorry about that. The computer decided to be dumb on me. Not OBS, though. It's just the computer itself decided to be stupid. So I did notice some like weird clicks and stuff in the microphone, and I'm thinking it might just be the noise suppression or the air conditioner or my breathing. So again, I'm trying to kind of work through my mic situation with this new computer and what does and doesn't work. So I just reset everything and try to finish this episode while I've got a chance.
A winter iris.
What?
Do you not recognize it? This is an iris that blooms in winter.
A flower with a woman's name. Hey, I didn't know you could smell.
I can't. I'm pantomiming. Isn't it easier to visualize this way?
Sure. Whatever. Not enough.
Pardon?
Harder. You gotta smell it harder.
What? Okay.
Amazing suction. Bravo. Marvelous.
What are you experiencing so regularly to cause this to happen in your dreams?
You were able to touch it.
Correct.
So, I just need to keep this up?
Something like that.
So the thing on the left will keep your progress going.
A switch. The thorns are gone. Now I can activate the switch.
Yay! Love that little effect of the red shit that she has in her ethereal body. She's got a cool look.
Isn't this rewarding, Date? Another place you can touch.
Yay!
I'd rather be sleeping.
Dork. But yeah, Aiba's not above giving Date shit, and the opposite is also true. So, I'm just gonna keep going through mental locks and keep going. Happy things aren't timed. If you go around here, you'll see... Actually, no, that's a little later it'll show up. But, we got the basket and we got the lamp.
A floor lamp shaped like a rose.
You don't have to kick it so hard.
Give it everything you've got. That's my motto.
Yeah!
It didn't even budge.
I saw the skeleton's skull move slightly. Hey, Date, are we gonna get him too? Huh?
Yeah. Oh god, creepy face. Creepy face, I love it. Creepy Aiba face is great. Sip of wine, talk to the skeleton, but you just hit it. So yeah, they're kind of guiding you in this.
A skeleton? It appears to be bleeding from the left eye.
Blech.
Know this, skeleton. I harbor no grudges against you. Hi-ya! What?
Great job, Aiba. Great job.
Do you have an irrepressible urge for destruction you've been holding back all this time?
Even if I did, adults have to learn moderation, you know. Who is he?
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know. He looks like some old man.
You could describe him a little more generously.
Okay. These things are just extra little things you can pick up during Somnium. I'm not too worried about it. It's the same like checking files. I'm not really too worried about it. Ooh, a gun! I like guns.
Came out of the skull?
Why does it look like a keyblade with a gun thing in it? Isn't it a gun blade? Wait, they look different. Gun blades are a different game. Anyway.
It won't go off?
It should be fine.
That's how murders happen.
Look at this hot magnum. I could ventilate some crooks with this thing.
Don't get excited.
Remind you of anyone?
No.
God, these people.
A door locked with a padlock. Do you think something this size would fit?
Might fit if you work it in a little. Try just the tip.
Dude.
Suppose.
Wrong. Whee! We did the thing!
I see. The gun was the key.
Gun.
Oh well, it seems I was key in helping us escape.
Dade,
Okay,
you suck.
That's it. This dream is over.
I suppose
Thank
this
you.
dream is over then.
Thank you, Aiba.
Good.
Thank you. That was awful. Date, whatever respect I had for you is gone. Ugh. Oh, God. And that's the end of the Somnium tutorial. Hooray! I'm awake. Yay, I'm in Saturday. Back to investigation. But yeah, that was the kind of a taste of two of the three main things in gameplay.
Good morning, Date. I was waiting for you.
Uh-huh. What a way to just use a desk. But yeah, all of this you can interact with. You could be here for like an hour every time you're at the office. No. I don't have that kind of time in me. This is just to check records. So if you need information, you can check those. There's a flowchart. If you remember the Zero Escape games, this flowchart is your handy-dandy ending guide. Much like VLR and Zero Time specifically, the flowchart pretty much doesn't end until you beat the game. So you're not at risk for losing anything. And I feel myself clipping there just for a second. Damn. But yeah, this flowchart works fine. And this thing's going to fill itself out for a long time and do a lot of different things, and it should be good. We've got options, just get back where I was. There's an in-game guide if you want, and more importantly, it's a save point. I can save any time as long as I save it. I'm not going to save during Somniums because of the time constraint, but I'm going to try and save whenever possible in the investigation phase. Speaking of right now, I think my microphone is the setting I want it to be, and outside of the little hitch in the middle of the episode, things have worked out pretty well. I'm going to run this back and see if this is the EP that I can work with. And like I said, this isn't going to sound the same. I don't think the microphone's going to sound the same. I don't think the computer's going to work the same. But I'm going to do my best. And hopefully this is up to par with what I had. And we'll see what happens next time. Thanks for watching.